My ex-husband's new wife tried to pull out my daughter in the private school I paid for because it was unfair for her kids, so I took her to court. I have a daughter, Sadie, with my ex-husband John. We got divorced 5 years ago, and I have primary custody while he sees her 2 weekends a month. Last year, he married Amanda, who has sole custody of her kids from a previous marriage. Amanda is a SOM, not for any health reasons, she just doesn't want to work, while John works at a 9 to 5. He makes good money to support them, but not enough to live in luxury. I have a much higher paying job. Since it's just me and Sadie, I ensure she has the best possible life. She attends a private school, and I have set up a college fund. She has much better things than most kids, phones and clothes. I still raised her to be humble and not take things for granted. She's one of the hardest working people I know, always making sure to get good grades and keep her room tidy. Well, the last few times she returned after a weekend at John's, I noticed that the clothes she was bringing back in her duffel were not her size, much cheaper, and poorer quality than what I usually buy for her. I asked her why that was, and she told me that while she was at her dad's, Amanda took away her nice clothes and gave them to her kids while Sadie got the clothes they bought from Target. I asked her if she wanted them back, but she said she didn't mind sharing them since all her favorite clothes were kept here. The problem came when I went to pick her up last weekend. I had a business meeting and couldn't drive her over, so Amanda offered to pick Sadie up from school, which hadn't happened before. When I got there on Sunday, John and Amanda asked me to sit down with them, and when Sadie came to hug me, Amanda sent her to her room quite harshly, saying her punishment wasn't over yet. I was confused because Sadie very rarely misbehaves. They sat me down in the kitchen and said that it was unfair for Sadie to be going to a private school while her kids go to a public one, so they decided that Sadie would be pulled out of private school and put in the same school as the girls. They also said I should keep up Sadie's punishment because when they told her she blew up at them, told them it wasn't fair, and yelled that Amanda and her kids weren't even her natural family, that all they did was steal. I told them in no uncertain terms to F off. I would not be pulling my child out of a school she likes, away from her friends, because they can't afford it. I told them they could easily make as much money as me if Amanda started working in her field because she has the qualifications and a good job market. I told them their money problems are not my issue, and if Sadie's items get stolen again or they try to pull her out of school, I'll be taking this to court. They've been blowing up my phone ever since, calling me a selfish a-hole. Update: I took this to court and had the hearing, and our custody arrangement has been modified. Any decisions relating to Sadie are made by me alone, while John supervises visitation once a week. They tried to push for a 50-50 custody split on the grounds of alienation, me trying to put Sadie against her father. Still, we made it clear from the start that we wanted to keep Amanda and her children away and wanted supervision only because we didn't feel safe leaving him alone yet, but we were open to modifications. Thanks to the proof of stealing and Sadie's therapist's testimony, their claim was thrown out pretty quickly. Amanda's pissed and has tried to contact me and Sadie, but I made it clear to her that if she keeps my daughter, I'll have to make this known to the authorities.